Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Fangirlz Assemble. How's
We're
everybody doing?
here at the right
did.
time. It's great.
We did. And I read the correct book.
Love that. Love that for all of us. Yes.
I did it. Did I start reading it at 10? Yes. It's 4 issues.
It's very, you know what? It's not even only 4 issues. It's like 4 quick issues.
And honestly,
It's very fast.
it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. But I
Yeah.
think I really took my time with the dialogue. I very much appreciate it.
Good.
Hello, Mark. Good morning. Good morning, James. We're here. We finally talked about Illyria after, because we both own it now.
Yeah.
Which is
Truly
great.
thanks to James.
Yeah, truly thanks to James. Thank you,
James.
James, for always keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, mine. I kind of see some people are really particular about like where they get their books from, like what. I don't always care as long as they have a book and it's not like totally messed up. But I kind of like I got this little library. It came from the Edinburgh Library.
Oh,
and I was telling
I love that
before
that's
the
in there.
show. I know, and it's the Edinburgh City Libraries. It was only checked out 3 times. Once, November 3rd, 2012. Second time, January 7th, 2015. And then November 27th, 2017.
Wow. Skipping years, too.
So the years that this book just sat there.
Yeah.
And
That's amazing. And mine came from a Goodwill. I forget where. But some state far away from me. They shipped it in a bag. I was very concerned. But it survived. I don't know.
I love it. It's so great. But yeah, this is just 4 issues. It's this is not collected in anything else. And I don't think it's even easy to find online anymore. I think the IDW Angel Buffy stuff, because it used to be readily available in Comixology. But then once things switched, you couldn't read any of it there. So like as of right now, I don't even know where you read most of the like Buffy books if you don't own them, which is a bummer because some people ask like, hey, I'd love to read these. I'm like, well, you probably can't buy them. Luckily, things like Illyria, you can buy the issues pretty easily, but we were looking for the actual trade.
Yeah, so that's definitely worth, grabbing if you want to get it that way. As well as any of the Buffy season stuff, you can still get pretty regularly available in single issues. You know where you can't get this?
In stocktrades.com, probably.
Our great sponsor. They do have a lot of things. In fact, you can get a lot of the old Angel IDW stuff on there still. There's tons. So if you're missing stuff in your collection that's out of print now, thankfully they still have it. So check them out because they have a very wide variety of books that are a lot of money off. You don't want to pay cover price. Go there. You're going to get the best deals, the best shipping. They've been speedy fast lately as far as shipping goes. And of course, your box is going to arrive padded in lovely foam and cradled for your comfort and enjoyment when you open it up. You don't have to worry about the damage. It's wonderful. It's the best.
Yep.
So check out InStockTrades.com.
So one really cool thing about this is that the cover on the front and the back, I think, as well as some of the other issue covers, are by Jenny Frison, who's an artist that I am obviously very much in love with. I'm about to hang 3. I just picked up her poster book.
Here's a great one.
It's so pretty.
It's so good.
I love it. I got a poster book recently, the DC one, and I'm going to put up 3 framed pictures of hers in the hallway because they're so nice. They're so aesthetic. I would love to have a similar, I would love to have this. Because, it's the kind of artwork you put up and people are like, oh, it's just really pretty. And I'm like, it's Illyria from Angel, the Buffy spinoff. How fun is that? So this deals with, it's 4 issues. It's just about Illyria. It's her dealing with kind of feelings. She feels very empty because Illyria she was a giant bug god. Yeah, she was a giant bug god of the old times. She was not constrained by worlds or time or anything until she was captured, eventually resurrected into Fred's body in the show. Spoilers for Angel, but it's been out a million years. So she's dealing with, she feels empty still. She's not really sure what to do because, again, she was all powerful and now she's not, which is the theme that she deals with in the show and the comic books following that. And she doesn't know how to handle these memories she has because she can kind of feel the hole that Fred left. she remembers Fred's memories and other people's memories of Fred. And so she's left with this sort of like empty. I feel like ennui is an appropriate term to use here. And she's trying to figure out how to deal with it. She just wants to kind of fix it. And she goes to Angel, and Angel's like, "It'll pass."
Classic Angel. Yep.
And goes to Spike, and Spike's like, no, screw that guy. We're gonna do. No, he always does this shit. No, you want something, we'll go figure it out. And she kind of goes on this journey to figure it out for herself. So cool.
It was such a great concept, and something that, like, I thought the writers did a great job. We were looking, who wrote it again? Scott Tipton and
Mariah Huner.
Yes. And they did a great job with the voice of the characters, I feel like.
Oh, incredible. I thought the dialogue was very well written.
Yeah, it was, I feel like it was dead on. Like, I could have absolutely seen this trade as like a whole episode, something we could have absolutely seen in season 5, which is exactly what I want from my bonus Buffy world, like, content, right?
Yeah, exactly. And from a lot of our bonus stuff we get from Buffy, a lot of times they're not good. Which is
yeah, a lot of times that bar is low.
Our bar is very low. So accept that as being part of this. But really, it exceeded my expectations. And I mean, they were low going in, but I thought the dialogue was very well written. A lot of this, you're going through her internal monologue often, and the way that she talked about her feelings and the emptiness and what she was searching for, and Fred's passing and how everyone reacted to it and to her because of it, I thought was really profound. It was really deep. Like I felt like even if you didn't know Buffy, I think you could read this.
I felt the same, especially like when you get a grasp of like Illyria as a character and how she's not human.
Yeah.
But she took over a human body, and she's just struggling with having those human emotions and feelings coming into the surface, and she's never dealt with such a thing before. I don't know. It was perfect. I thought it was kind of perfect.
Yeah. And it was just neat because she talks about, like, she was in like a literal prison, and then she's in this human body, which is a prison to her. And it's like being put into this body makes her want more. Even though, I mean, and she's not sure what that more is. It's not that she's necessarily looking to have the exact same power that she did before. And it's also her learning to accept that the world has changed. It has moved past her. Yes, she was this all-powerful thing that bended the world and created the world and did all these things, but the world is different now and has moved past the need for her. She does not have to be that, but she needs to find a space for herself. And I think that comes to, ultimately it came to where she needed to learn how to accept Fred and the pieces that were left there, and accept that she needed to care and have feelings in order to be powerful. And Spike was great the whole time because she's like, "Oh, Fred was weak." He's like, "No, are you kidding me? Like, she's strong. She's like the strongest person I know. For her to go through what she did, being imprisoned on an alien world for most of her life, and come out still happy and being able to love, like, that's crazy." Like,
yeah,
most people do not do that. And the Buffyverse, like, that's incredible.
That was a great dynamic to consistently see too, between Illyria and Spike, and him being able to like tell her more about Fred and like bring down like her level of understanding about her too, because Spike's not a human either, right? So he was able to see the positives that Illyria isn't seeing just because he's been within humanity longer.
Yeah.
That was a great dynamic to have him be a more central character throughout this.
And I also feel like if you're looking for some closure of Fred and Wesley, I think this is a good book to read. Because it's not the exact closure, but there's this beautiful moment where she's going through her memories and kind of what she accessed and like with these dreams that she's having. And she talks about how she dreams of not only the little moments between Fred and Wesley and how important they were to them, but what their future would have been like if she had never shown up. And so you get to see little pockets of that, of what would have happened with them. And I thought that was really, I don't know, it felt like some closure. It felt really sweet to see. And I'm glad that like throughout this, Fred felt like a big part of this, even if you don't hear her voice really in this. It was really special.
Which is nice because, one of the consistent, of course, struggles as a fan and audience member of the show was, oh no, Illyria, obviously there's positives to Illyria. And, I think ultimately...
Yeah, but man, Fred was...
no one compares to Fred. So it's like, oh, you got the struggle where you're like, this person looks like Fred, but isn't. And that's unfortunate,
Oh yeah, especially because I feel like as like fans, as like female fans of the show, I think Fred was all of us in a way. Like, in Buffy it was Willow, as far as being a geek who's into things, who's not exactly like good at talking to people. It was to me, it was Willow and Tara and Buffy, and then definitely Fred and Angel. And yeah, so when she got taken away, like, man, everybody's just a big old fucking bummer now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough.
It says, so you're saying Angel being possessed by a sentient universe didn't feel like an episode of the show. No.
Angel comics, man.
Yeah, this would have been a perfect episode of the show. Man, they would have... Joss would have never let them do anything cool like this. But they could...
We know that.
Especially not with Angel at the end, no.
No.
Another thing we talked about before the show, so you guys have heard us go through Buffy and Angel, all of it, and complain forever about the art and how you can't tell who is who and how much of an issue it is. But the art in here, I am very happy with. I don't think it's like transcendent in any way, but like, again, I hate to say it like this, like the bar is low, and I really enjoyed the art in here. I thought did too. At every moment I could tell who was who.
Yeah. I mean, they really nailed the facial expressions, like Spike there, I feel like, and, him and Illyria talking. I'm like, okay, I know the bar is low to be like, we know who these characters are, but we've struggled with that in the past, especially in Angel comics, where we're like, who's who, what's going on? Or current Buffy is a problem too.
It's so hard to do a comic book that is based on real people, because either you're so hyper realistic that something can take away from it, or at the other end you have the frequent, what we see in Buffy, especially now, is that everyone looks the same and I have no idea who is who. Now they were like, the artist for this was able to really continue to keep the likeness while also giving us movement and like expressions from these characters. Oh, hey everybody, I hope you'll join it. Literally about to watch Super Pets. That's me next weekend. I hope you enjoy it.
Nice.
Thanks for saying hi. Also, I flipped to this page. I wanted to do a quick little... Oh, man, I can't see anything. Where's my finger? This is mirrored in a weird way, or like our things show weird, but they put the Silent Hill nurse in here.
Oh.
I thought that was a cute little Easter egg. Oh, and of course there's like an Elvis impersonator and all those other little things, but who cares about that? Silent Hill nurse in here. But I really like the art. I like the layout. I was really happy with it. I don't think you have to reinvent the wheel. It was nice comic book art, and I hope the artist doesn't watch this at all and it's like, wow, they didn't really compliment it. No, I really do like it.
I like it too. I totally get what you're saying. I'm looking through because I'm like, something I noticed throughout this. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed this, but there's no issue breaks.
Oh yeah, I did, because I was like, I couldn't tell exactly where I was in this. I have no idea where it started and stopped each time.
Well, and it's annoying, but it somehow worked flawlessly to the point where I started questioning if there were single issues. I was like, was this just put out as a trade? And I know there are, because I've seen it, right?
I know there's 4.
Yeah, and even on the back, they don't even list what's collected in this, which is
no
too. So it's just kind of odd how they put out this trade. Yeah. I feel like in 2022 they would never do that. Like, I've yet to run into a trade. Maybe somebody in the chats ran into this before. That isn't like an older trade where they're like, oh, let's put it together and try to make you think it's not 4 issues, which is, it's weird, but it worked. It worked the whole time. I never really thought about it until I was like halfway in, and I was like, wait, what issue is this? Like, that's strange.
Well, even in the art gallery in the back, like, I think a lot of times you see the art gallery and it'll tell you like the issue that each cover is, and they don't. It's just like,
it doesn't.
The picture and then the art by whoever, and
it's weird.
Again, these Jenny Frison covers. I want this. I want this on my wall. It's so
I just was looking at that one. Yeah, like they're all good.
She's so
She's so good.
beautiful.
Well, the good news is you may be able to find those issues at least.
That's true.
You know, for decent price.
So so the big part of the book is her quest. She wants to go into like the deeper well or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And I guess that's where she was trapped before. But she learns that could be where like her answers lie for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so she does a little quest, which is hilarious because the quest is all personalized. So, you know, Spike's like, I'll take you to a girl. I know somebody, but you'll have to do a quest. You'll have to do, you know, a trade-off. She's like, oh, well, whose head do I have to bring? Who do I have to kill? Who do I have to sacrifice? And he's like, no, it's not like that. It's a personalized for you. It'll be very tough. And I love it because this book is the mix of just like, you know, thought-provoking and still adding the Angel Buffy humor. But the fact that she just has to wait in line at a place, like a post office sort of place.
Yeah.
And it's just a really long line. And so for her, that is torture because she has no patience. I thought it was a really cute little like thing to throw in there.
It was awesome because then when she gets to the front of the line, she's so angry. It's so good.
Yeah, and she gives him the slip, and he's like, "That's supposed to be picked up forever ago. I can't help you." She's like, "I did not wait." And this forsaken line. It's like, okay, it's fine. Take it.
That's another example of just like that would happen in the show, right?
Oh, absolutely, would happen in the show.
Like I mean, this whole thing is pretty deep, and a lot goes on, but at the same time, there are these little moments that are like little funny bits of humor. Which is that mixture that we loved in the show. You know, it was perfectly done for it.
And even like the goal of the quest, I feel like matched her own situation so much. Man, I'm overly happy about this thing. I feel really silly about, but
no, I feel like we've just talked about it so long. The fact that we finally have it and we've read it, we're like, okay, good.
And it's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Because ultimately, she picks up this package and they give him an address of where to go, and she goes to this man who ends up being a giant tarantula, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Hey, this woman sent me." He's like, "Oh, okay. Just she asked about me or what?" And he gives this locket to give to the woman who gave her the quest. And so she gives it to her, and she's like, "Why didn't you just go see him yourself? Like, you used to be lovers." And she's like, "Yeah, and I loved him, but I want to remember him as he was. I'd rather remember him with this trinket than go see him now." And I was like, that adds into the overarching plot of like accepting that the love was what it was, and it's still worth it. Like the memories are worth it. The memories are sacred. Like,
and it adds
I wonder if anyone talks this deep about this book.
I feel like that also adds just like a deeper. I mean, even though those characters weren't human either, those are human traits that they were, you know, expressing and showing. Where it's like, yeah, if an ex had something, I don't want to go to him either, right? I want to like someone else to like go over there and do that. So it's just another layer for Illyria to try to like understand why people have these emotions and just, you know, because it's very much like, yeah, why didn't you do it? The end. And it's like, well, everything's deeper than that surface level of you're not understanding these emotions, you know?
And so then we get to the deeper well. And she has this moment where I guess she touches the crystal and everything makes sense. And I was a little confused about how exactly that worked for her. But she touched that gem and she wasn't supposed to touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly I think it just combined her. Okay, so I don't know what you think, but she touches it and she has this big moment and then her thought bubbles start to change from red to blue. And she says, like, "Such burning, I taste the other. Oh, it's sweet. It's everything always forever. You and him, we become, I have ended, I have begun." And so I imagine she's just fully combined with Fred now instead of feeling like it's always been separate.
Right. That's kind of what I got from that.
And I love that they've changed the speech bubbles as they went on. I don't know the color. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really neat. Also, she got pets, and I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was actually really lovely.
She got little gross bug tentacle pets, and I really liked them.
Yeah, love that for her.
And then she has to go fight this being that she fought when she was like this primordial being that she fought when she was a big giant all-powerful bug god, who was like her antithesis or her like rival back then. And the key to fighting him was having this other emotion, like caring enough to sacrifice something, because you can't sacrifice anything if you don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool the way that her powers develop following that. I thought was really neat, where it went from really cold and dark to like actual growth, because she talks about creating things, about being this like catalyst, but you don't see that in her abilities. She's cold, scary lady,
Right?
cold, scary bug lady, and then suddenly it's like she's really worked with the environment around her, and she gets to leave with one pet, and I think that's great. And she turns that guy into a little baby.
Yeah.
To give him a second chance.
Love them.
It's so good.
Yeah, and her and the pet at the end.
They go to the beach.
Like, so cute.
And she makes them pancakes.
I mean, if there's not a more human thing for her to do.
Yeah, because she's like, what's your name be? And he's like, and she's like, pancakes? No, that's not a dignified name. Okay, fine. We'll call you pancakes.
Love your impression of the bug.
That's how I think he talks.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I want a little D&D character. It's just this.
I want a little stuffed animal, this bug guy.
It's so cute. I bet someone could make it.
Yeah.
That was so good. That's so good, you guys. That's a 9 or a 10 out of 10 for me. It delivered exactly what I could have wanted from it.
Absolutely.
I'm very pleased with this book. I feel so silly about it, but like it's really good.
Well, I mean, I think the best news is we both didn't pay crazy money for this trade.
Oh, thank God, because we could have. It was like for what, 150 in my local bookstore?
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine? Who bought that shit? Because it's not there anymore.
Someone crazy about that. Yeah, because we got these for quite a good price. Again, thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
And heads up, if anyone is interested in reading this, like we said, I think you can get the singles for even cheaper.
Oh yeah, you can.
And there are only 4. It's worth reading. I know most people here aren't into single issues, but like it's still worth it. And if you keep track and just keep checking for this trade, you can find it for a good price.
Yeah. Some library's going to sell it because it only got checked out 3 times in the past 10 years.
That's probably true.
I'm so tickled by that. I'm just really happy about it. And I think it's because we read so much of it and they were all so bad.
Oh my gosh. And then there was just the one trade where we're just like, we can't find this stupid trade and it's so expensive and it's going to be bad. Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, this could very well not be great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that was a big fear because we're going to invest so much money just to complete this collection. And we were coming off Angel, right? Because we were starting with that. And that's where we're finding all the weird stuff we're missing. And I was like, there's no way it's good because Angel's so bad.
Yeah.
This is the older IDW stuff. It's just bad. It's not good. Mm-hmm. it's just
so
bad.
True.
So it was just what a little treat. Yeah. I would reread this. I think I'd recommend it to people. I just have to be like, you have to come over and read it. Because 1, you can't take it from my house.
Yeah, not allowed.
And you can't find it anywhere else. So either you have to buy your own or sit in my house and read it.
Yep.
If this team had done all the IDW's Angel stuff, would have been so good instead of Angel looking like a blob or Illyria being horny for Connor. She does apologize for that in this, by the way.
Which is kind of great, right? Because it's like, I don't think we ever really got that moment in the show that we should have gotten. But
yeah, and Angel's like, we promised we'd never talk about this again. I still think about the trade that I almost got at a con, and when I came back from getting cash, it was gone. Oh, that's rough.
It sucks.
You know, I just hope that it all went to people who really care about the series like we do.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I can ask. Because this is a good trade. The other ones, nobody has to go through what we did. It's okay.
No, please, if you're a fan, you don't need to do it to yourself. You'll just be mad the whole time like we were.
But Illyria is worth it. That should be our skin.
Yeah.
I have a website. Just, is this Buffy book worth it? Like this one? Yes. This other one? No.
Not at all.
Here's what happens. You don't have to read it. we'll catch you up in case it comes up in lore or whatever. And man, I'm surprised, like, even though Buffy has failed so tremendously, they're still trying all the time with new stuff, because now we're getting like a 1990s Buffy or whatever.
Yeah, they're coming out with every miniseries because they're like, oh, we really messed up that main series. Let's just like throw a lot of minis.
They're like, we're gonna get them with one of these. I'm like, it's too late. I stood by you for so long.
I think Hayden's still reading all of that. Hayden, is there anything good in there? Because I'll probably still read it all digitally and not like financially support them. And by that I mean through Hoopla, because they're all on there. But buying that stuff, I'm done. Man. I can't do it.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't go back. You know, I just can't. It's too hard.
It is. It really is.
Well, that was Illyria. What's new, everybody? This might end up being a short show because I read this and that's it. There was a lot of San Diego Comic-Con announcements. Anything that anybody's really excited about? Have you been checking them out, Kristan?
I've seen some of them. Probably not everything.
What? This is bullshit. The 90s Buffy is legit a one-shot of Boom, Buffy, and Willow getting stuck to a 90s magazine. No. Are you going to read Sonya Versal Volume 1 just came out and it takes Red Sonya to the multiverse of Red Sonya? Oh. I probably will. Just probably not right away. But I probably will. I'll see if it happens to be at my local store while I'm there. I'll get it. And if not, it'll be one of those that I throw into an IST order later. Oh yeah, so San Diego Comic-Con. They showed more of the X-Men 97 cartoon we're getting.
Mm-hmm. That's exciting. Yeah.
Lesser known news, Dynamite announced a new continuation of the Gargoyles show.
I saw
a comic book.
I'm bummed it's Dynamite, but yeah, I want to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched the trailer yet I actually haven't watched any of the trailers from this weekend yet. I've just seen like the Twitter posts.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been busy. Kristan, did you see? Yeah,
I'm very excited about Darkwing. I mean, I'm just like, you know, you think you all probably know my Dynamite feelings, but hey, it's something.
We're getting 18 episodes for that Daredevil Born Again series. Maybe Marvel's finally realizing that 6 episodes is not enough for any of these.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really not. Yeah, I'm excited for those 2 Avengers movies, like 2 in 1 year.
Yeah, that never happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's looking really good. The Marvels seems cool. Like, I've been less than enthused this year with Marvel movies that I've seen. But I mean, I'm never gonna not watch them all. So
there you go. Yeah,
I'm gonna be there every time. I'm bummed I don't see another Shang-Chi in here. So I'm hoping that like he's just gonna be in other stuff because I'll be really bummed if he's not.
Mm-hmm.
MODOK is gonna be in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. I love MODOK. He's got a big old head.
That'll be fun.
That'll be great. Man, what else was I excited about? I don't remember.
I did see they're bringing back Extreme X-Men with Claremont and the original artist, I think LaRocca, for a limited series. And I know so many people trash Extreme X-Men. Like, it's a constant thing that people trash that. I love that as a teenager. So I'm like, I have the nostalgic feels of like, that's exciting, you know.
Shang-Chi will probably be the Phase 6 lineup. He better be. It's important. I know. I'm excited for the She-Hulk trailer. I was at an arcade all day yesterday. Not all day, but like later in the day, and then playing video games. So I was busy. Shang-Chi was trademarked, but not officially announced, but still. Because that movie was so good. I watched it twice, and I would like more of it. So that would be nice for me. Man, what else happened? Oh, they cast Namor, so we know who. I guess maybe we already did, but they showed a picture of the 2 of them together, and that's exciting.
Yep.
And we're getting Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur cartoon show, so that's great.
That is very fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
We'll still get more. Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like it's easier for me to follow the D3 announcements. Like, those are the bigger ones. Also, we're getting, like, a WandaCon. They keep saying WandaCon, like, July. So, like, some Scarlet Witch solo movie or project or something's happening. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Run will return a new series called Last Run: The Lost Years. Oh, yeah. I forget. Why are we talking about anything else for Ironheart? Ironheart's going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for her to be in everything. Not sure how Agatha's going to support an entire series. I have no idea, Mark. I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I watched the show. I enjoyed it just as much as everybody else, but that wouldn't be the thing I would be asking for, you know? I would like, if it brings me the boys.
She was great, sure. But, you know, yeah, what are you going to do there?
Yeah. Oh, WandaCon was one of its manifesting. Okay, I was like, what is this? Is the Daredevil series going to pretend the Netflix series never happened? I have no idea. I know it's the same guy because he's already been in the movies lately, but you're right. This is the other important announcement. Cosmo confirmed, like, voiced Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That is exciting.
More Cosmo. I don't know what's going on. I played Stray this week and I beat it. And that was good.
I'm really, I gotta do it. I've watched people play it, but I have no way to play it, so.
I know, it's so sad for you. Come over.
I know. I'm gonna have to.
Robin will sit in your lap while you play.
Love that. I saw like a lot of videos of like cats getting really close to the screen and like trying to touch the cat.
I wish my cat cared at all. She did not. Okay. I don't think she cares about anything like that.
I feel like Buffy may go up to the TV and like try to touch it, because I will sometimes put on like those live streams of like kittens, like foster kittens and stuff, and she'll go up to it and like touch it. Like, where are those cats at, you know?
Yeah, and it like, I play on the PS5, so when the cat meows, it meows through the controller as well. Also, it'll like purr, which is cute.
That's cute.
Robin does not care. She doesn't give a shit.
She's like, no.
Yeah. So I was like,
she knows it's fake. She's like, forget those fake cats. I'm right here.
Fine. I mean, she only lived with cats like her first year of her life, so. Did you see the leaks of Baby Rocket? I saw that they announced Baby Rocket.
Yeah, I didn't see Baby Rocket, but that's cute.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I got. What are we reading next week? Do we already decide?
Dead Man Wonderland.
All right, thank you. Oh yeah, I put it on my sheet.
Okay.
I'll have it.
We need to, did we decide next? We didn't decide next month, did we?
No, we guess we do it during the show next week.
Yeah, or if anyone in the chat, holler at us. You have ideas.
Yeah, you can just tell us.
Yeah, let us know.
Well, we'll be back here next week.
Yeah. If you guys are looking for content, though, I just did a show with Joe from the Guzz. We talked about Giant Days, the first like 7 volumes. I can't talk today. But yeah, it was fun. So check that out on the Comic Slayer channel if you want. We had fun.
Yeah.
Love fun.
Love my 2 favorite people. Don't forget to check our sponsor, InStockTrace.com, for up to 50% off your collect editions. And have a good Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
See you.